Hi students, this is Mrs. Minnie. I'm here to introduce from the Living Units Cycle a project. It's called the Cell Children's Book Project. If you were trying to teach about the different parts of a cell to a 5 or 10-year-old, how would you do it? Your job is to create a children's book that shows the different parts of the cell. You must use pictures to show the parts as well as explain what each part does in a manner that a 5 or a 10-year-old would understand. When you create a children's cell storybook that accurately describes and illustrates and explains organelles and their functions as if you were in a child's mind, so use a book. The cell book must include a cover. Here's a good cover with a title and original color artwork. A creative title other than cell book must be used. Here's the criteria. Pages must be on blank paper, no lined paper. It must have a title page with the title of a book, names, and the period, and it must be in color. And the organelles that you are to consider: the nucleus, the cell membrane, the mighty mitochondria, the chloroplast, the ribosomes, the endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, vacuoles, and cytoskeleton. Types of cells to consider: human, digestive, nerve, white blood cell, red blood cell, muscle, skin, etc. Or from a plant, the leaf, the stem, the root, maybe a bacteria cell, or a protist cell, or even a fungi cell, and that would include yeast and mushrooms and molds. When you write a good story, make sure that you include a setting, a plot, atmosphere, character, traits, and goals. Try not to introduce all the characters at once at one point of the story. Make sure you explain the characters with colorful language, such as intelligent, ambitious, conscientious, instead of words like nice and kind and smart and yucky, etc. Before you write your story, think about what type of story it's going to be, such as Gothic means scary, mystery, or comedy. Your story should always have a conclusion at the end of the story. You should have mature vocabulary in your story. This means you should expand your resources in explaining what the words mean. This means that you should expand your resources in explaining meaning and also use proper punctuation, vocabulary. Punctuation is what you end your sentences with, such as, question marks, exclamation points, or periods. Put a question mark in when the sentence asks for something. Put a period when the sentence is stating, declaring, or demanding something. Use an exclamation point when the sentence is saying something exciting or shocking. Most importantly, use colorful language. Make it fun. There are some sites for good story writing techniques, and I'll share them with you on Edmodo. One that we're going to be using is called www.readwritethink.org on writing tips for children's books. How you make a book is coming from the library thinkquest.org, making books. Other stuff that you want to consider: you can work with a partner or by yourself. A partner is suggested. The more creative and the better score, like analogies, characters, etc. The project's worth 50 points, so put your time and effort into it and show what you understand. It is going to be due on December 16th. This is how you're going to be graded: describing the function of cells and organelles accurately in relation to your child's storybook. That's like 30 points. It's big. The cover page is worth 5. Illustrations, the type of book, that's worth 10. Design a story is neat with no scribbles, no whiteout, no marks, no erasing. Keep it nice. And the spelling and grammar is worth 5 points. Okay, hope you and a friend, as it is suggested, partners are always best, work well together, divide your work up, and we'll have a rubric to go along with this, and a portion of your grade will be determined every single day that you're working in class, and some of the project will be done outside of class. So good luck and have fun. Thanks, Mrs. Minnie.